All right, I think we're going.
So the Mega E sheep.
He comes on this when he wants. He's in
G sheep. The G sheep.
Giga sheep.
I know.
That's
That's
good.
why I used G for like.
Let me see, because we were having trouble. It wouldn't re-trigger yesterday for some reason. I don't know why. Will it go again? It will go again. I don't know. It's temperamental.
Oh, here he comes. Oh, Lowdy.
Oh, Lowdy. I don't know. Does it look like does the light over here make any difference at all?
I think it actually evens out because over in this corner, over in this corner we have light, and over in this corner we didn't have light until recently. We're like turning it on, so it makes a balance of lights.
So it's a good thing?
Yeah, kind of.
Okay.
Not for any reason other than balance. Like
Balance?
random balance.
Balance is fine.
Again, you have just put this much closer to you.
No, it's got to be pointed. Once I switch the scene, like you have to come over this way.
Oh.
And then I think it ends up looking like pointed like that or something. It's crazy. Yeah, it is a little shiny, isn't it? Okay, hey, what's up, everybody? Snake was up to some stuff. I was actually to do a game stream, and then you realize it's Tuesday. Yeah, you can't. If you want to do a game stream when we finish, I'll raid you, dude. If that's how you want to roll.
Hi, Danny.
This is my garana that I'm having this evening. Let's see. I can only watch the stream because I'm at home with a cold. Bummer about the sniffles. I'm wearing a mask so you don't infect it. Oh, thank you. Yeah, you can hear the crickets for sure.
Taco's Game Corner?
Yeah, you didn't see it. He's built this. I'll show you in chat on my phone really quick. Is it in photos, dude? Is that where you put it? My photos?
That's definitely what you were hearing in the background, and we have all the windows closed.
Yeah, it's it's in hobbies. Okay, word.
I like the little icons that got put on the chats.
Yeah, he's like collected all this stuff and he's put that in his office. Yeah, look at the signs.
Yeah, I'm into that gyoza.
He's in, hold on a second. I didn't want to say.
This is at his house?
He's sort of, like, it's his office, but he's, there on the weekdays, I guess. It's cool though, right? And like the brick is not real brick. It's like something that he got from Daiso or something to make it look like brick. Anyway,
That's really cool.
Yeah, let's get into the into it part of the getting in part. So as usual, I kind of wanted to do the thing where we, you guys can see what's filling the room with our light right now. Let's do the map. Yeah, you see, like, maybe it has to, yeah. Here we go. It ends up being pointed weird, right?
Okay, so I've got to scoot over.
No, I think you're okay.
Look, I already started moving.
And do that.
420 Kevin.
Did it say Kevin's?
Yeah.
Probably. So let's go to maps.map. Is it maps? Is it map or maps? Maps.google.com?
I don't know. I just made a bookmark.
Okay, and then
who's still typing that shit in?
Thailand. Well, I'm in a browser. I'm in a browser that I don't use because I don't want to dox myself. Like, I'm not signed into this. Okay, so we have been exploring Thailand, and like we said last time, we did Bangkok, and then we did Ayutthaya, which is just north, and then we went over into this region in Kanchanaburi, and then we took a bus and we went up to Chiang Mai, which I'm kind of surprised it doesn't just say Chiang Mai. Chiang Mai's way up here. Oh, shoot. I thought it was further south. So that's where we left off, and that's where we hung out with the elephants and stuff. And this is not super uncommon for tourists to come up here. A lot of times people will come up and they'll go to Chiang Mai, they'll go to Chiang Rai, and then they will also go to Pai. Yeah. And this is like, Pai is like super, super backpacky town. That's not quite our vibe personally. But we wanted to kind of check out this mountainous region, like up along this is like the Burmese border, like with Myanmar, and China is not so far from here.
You know, one thing I didn't note, I remember as we were riding up to Chiang Mai on the bus, I got really sick. Like, did you get pretty sick on the bus?
You got sick on the bus going to Mae Hong Son.
I got sick on the bus over in that area. Maybe
yeah,
more than
I think you might. The bus going to Chiang Mai was just like one of the big buses. Remember we talked about that last time we were in. I don't think you got sick on that bus.
Chiang Mai to Mae Hong Son.
Yeah. So
I remember getting really, like, I hadn't been car sick in a very long time. When I was a kid, I would get car sick, like on vacations with my parents, and we took a couple bus trips to New York and got quite car sick on those. And this was a reminder that my body doesn't do well with that. They were really, really zigzaggy roads. Like, you can even see it right there. It's ridiculous.
I was going to say, let me zoom in. And this is going over like a mountain range. Look at those.
and
Look at these roads, man.
Not doing well.
Yeah, and it wasn't a bus. It was like a van. We're gonna. It's in the video.
Yeah, that taught me that motion sickness meds are necessary for all trips.
He says, is there any medication that helps with that? I mean, yeah, there is, but I guess you may... Did you know about... Yeah, you knew about that by then, because you got good at motion sickness meds when you were with my parents going out in the boat. And that would have been before all this.
But I guess that I had just thought to myself that I didn't have that with cars anymore. Like, boats is a different world, because you got a whole nother dimension, or more of a dimension. And... yeah.
So, long story short, we're leaving the tourist path, like the regular tourist path, by coming over here to Mae Hong Son. This is not. There are tourists there for sure, but it's not like a huge hotspot. And I don't remember our logic of that. I think we just skipped Pai because we knew it was like a backpacker place.
Yeah, Pai and Chiang Rai, like, we weren't even really interested in going.
Yeah, I don't remember the logic behind it exactly, why we ended up here, but we did.
Oh, the lake.
Was it just because of the lake?
It was because of the lake.
We just saw a picture of a lake, and we're like, okay, we'll go there. But I'm glad we did, because it's one of my favorite places that we went when we were especially in Thailand. Okay, so map is good. We're good. Mm-hmm. All right, so let's get into the video.
Mae Hong Son, won't you come and wash away the rain, Mae Hong Son.
Let's see. I put that in here. Us watching us to do, and I think we do it in this.
Whoa.
Yeah, but then remember last time I had all these problems getting the audio to work?
This will be fun.
No, I think I remember how to do it, so I think we're good. I just got to put the speakers here to go to there. And then as long as...
It's in my ear.
Is it?
Or it was. It's paused now.
Yeah, and then I have to see if they can hear it. Multi-device output. I think they can. Give me a second here. Yeah. Okay. So can everybody hear the sound? Is everything good?
I can hear it.
Yeah. And we're going to do something a little differently today because there has been an echo because you guys the microphone's picking up the sound. So we're going to put headphones in.
Mae Hong Son.
Okay. Rad. Okay. We are ready to roll. Now if I could just get Apple to stop appling. Was it really loud for you when you could hear it, Katie?
It was fine.
We can just adjust the volume for us.
Oh, okay.
So if we need to adjust it, it's just right here.
Hopefully you can see what's going on.
Yeah, there's a little...
Wrong lane. And we're in a train of 5 cars. And our driver kind of seems like he wants to pass the guy in front of us, but he hasn't really committed to it, so he kind of just meanders the entire road and gets nice and close to the car in front of us. Like, that's close.
Look. He can't see around all those bends. He's just on the wrong side of the road.
I'm stunned. We are in that car. We're on the wrong side, going over blind turns and stuff. Uphill, downhill, wherever this guy wants to go. We had to turn the air conditioning off because the car wouldn't have enough power to take us up the hill.
Oh, yeah. Because
that's even worse.
It's like packed in this car. I mean, you see the front seat has got 3 people. If I remember, every seat is full, and then maybe a couple of seats that aren't seats are full as well. Mm. And then everybody's got bags and stuff. It's just, and yeah, I remember them turning off the aircon. And we were in Thailand, and it's like, I don't know, October or something.
Fucking hot.
Yeah.
And sickly. I also get motion sick, and stupidly, I have not taken any precautions about that. Except for when we stopped about half an hour ago, I put on a patch, thank you, Eric's mom. And we're going to see if that ever takes effect.
We've also got this open window.
Oh, yes. And that is my, if I need to puke, that's where I go. We've made that plan A. Plan B is Eric.
Vegetable lasagna.
But, yeah, this is on our way to Mae Sun. And see, that van up there is passing. He's passed another person. And I think that tempts our driver to want to pass everyone.
Up a hill. Going up.
Passed people before and it's been scary. Look at what's out the side of the window. Like, we could go down there. There's not a guardrail. Alright, we have officially passed that one, but we had to go really fast to do so. It almost seemed like that car challenged our driver to try and go faster than him. Like, they didn't slow down at all. And it seems like when you pass somebody here, you honk to let them know that you're passing, and it almost seems like when they honk, you should just slow down to make the process that much easier. But that car, it did not slow down.
And, like, I would also like to point out, like, I'm sure there's probably some sort of medical system in Chiang Mai, because it's a pretty big city. Mm. But, like, if there's a massive car accident, like, you know, like, what, what exactly is the situation there? Did you have something to say?
I didn't know.
Oh, I thought
there was just a message on the screen that the app puts up. Yeah, I don't have any more to say on that, but it is just stunning. It is just like, okay.
I like that eventually, like, it's at some point that kind of thing just sort of normalized to us.
Yeah.
Like, it's just, you just kind of like...
People, they get to drive however the fuck they want to drive.
Yeah.
Thank you for the subscription.
Yeah, thank you for the sub. Oh, look at that 7-month streak. 4-month streak. There was 1 month that, like, we got, they were probably, like, timeout.
Oh, yeah. We can be real awesome, and it can be real, just intense.
I missed mentioning it earlier, Z's, but I appreciate the sub as well. Thank you. All right. Where are we going?
So we've been hearing about these candles that people light, and then they go off into the air. And we've seen several of them from where we were staying before. In Chiang Mai. We actually got to watch these people light this one, and now it's gonna go off up and away into the sky. That one's going right above us.
That is so sketch.
Basically just down here lighting them and sending them away. That's one of those things that's actually really unbelievable. You know how the Jewish guys have the curls, and you're like, well, wow, they really do light those lanterns off. It's not just fake. Yeah. That's Thailand's. Oh, they really do that.
Yeah.
I want to create a list of that for every country.
What's the Japan one?
They really do have the butt washers.
This is your average steed in Thailand.
Steed. I forgot about that word.
I think it's 125 cc's. Pretty basic stuff.
That watch had a name.
The
Clarkson.
Watch. Clarkson, yeah, your watch.
That
Why
watch
was it
is-
called Clarkson?
I don't remember.
This one is a manual, but there's no clutch.
Yeah, it's like a partial manual. What's it called? Like a half manual or something. Semi-manual. Semi-automatic.
It's a clutchless manual. It's just down and down.
It is a not specifically Jeremy Clarkson, but it's probably harkening back to Top Gear in some
Somehow.
way.
Yeah, I don't remember why.
But yeah,
Did you do a wheelie?
if I looked at the front of it, maybe I could get a better understanding for
Like
why.
remember?
Yeah.
I think it died. Like I think the band eventually wore out.
Yeah, the band eventually wore out.
You wore it for a while. I think you were still wearing it
I
when
was
we
wearing
moved
it
here.
when we moved here, yeah.
Playing with the clutch apparently. You're in neutral dotting.
So, do you put it into first and then go?
That's, yeah.
And those
about
helmets,
neutral?
those helmets are made of like plastic. Like, this was your first time, yeah?
Buttons on this.
What do you mean?
Why are there foot buttons? Automatic selection.
We were just down there a minute ago, and a snake.
Do you know what I'm about to say? Do you remember this?
Yeah, I heard the word snake, but I
Oh,
don't
okay.
remember what happened.
Went by in the water, and that's when we decided we should probably come up here. And here goes Katie.
I think this is your first time riding one.
Yeah, it's gotta be.
Riding with Katie. She is driving.
Oh my god, you got on the back here, Klein.
Yeah.
What is wrong with you?
Nerve-wracking.
What's that?
It's a little nerve-wracking.
Yeah.
Terrifying.
Alright, so we, after my awesome bike driving adventure, we came to a hot spring. That's where we were heading, even though we went in a convoluted way we got here. And the hot spring is pretty crazy looking. I don't know if you can see. I'm gonna walk a little bit. But, I mean, it's like red and kind of moldy looking on the bottom, but you'll see these bubbles coming up. This stuff is really like boiling. And when you put your hand in here, you know that it's hot. I mean, like, that's over 100 degrees.
I'm a thermometer.
Eric wants me to show you the sign.
It's pronounced thermometer.
Snake times 4 because a snake happened.
Oh yeah, that's right.
That needs to be a drinking game or something.
It's a snaking game.
For all
Understand how hot
snakes.
it is.
I don't really remember this.
I kind of do.
Ooh, dragonfly.
It says what?
It says, be careful. Water has tall heat. Hot as Eric here. Pretty damn hot.
It's got tall heat.
But we came here because they said you could get private baths for 50 baht, and we have yet to find anybody who works here. And they won't let you get in here, not that I'm very excited to get into whatever all the crap that is. So, guess we'll just keep looking around. If we don't find anyone, no baths for today.
I have a question. Is there anybody watching this right now with us that has never seen this before? Or has everybody already watched this? Is it, you know what I mean? Like, is everybody already, is it, you know what I mean? Is this purely commentary, or are some people like, oh, I've never seen this stuff before?
As you'll learn, whenever we're going somewhere, we either end
Oh,
up
you haven't?
where
Oh,
we're
neat.
going or some
Have
other
not.
place altogether. We were heading for a park that was 16 kilometers out of Mae Hong Son, and
Oh, cool.
Mostly people haven't.
Yeah, a lot of people
I'm
haven't.
shocked.
Interested. I don't know. I mean,
Let's blow their minds.
Why haven't you watched our stuff? I'm shocked. Unless it was re-uploaded. This was re-uploaded at some point, but I don't remember at what point.
When I see the word cake, I just immediately see a zebra cake.
Where did you see cake?
It's right here.
Oh, what's the cake in the middle? What cake?
I don't know, but I saw a zebra cake, so it's a zebra cake in the middle of my brain.
I started watching when you made your Japan videos. Let's do a poll. If you can do a poll, I don't know how to do a poll, but you can do a poll. That's cool. I've seen every of your YouTube videos at least twice. You've seen, oh, okay, cool.
And we stopped seeing signs for it, and we started seeing signs for a waterfall, so we decided to go to the waterfall, which you can probably hear in the background. But this right here is a list of the...
Where did we...
That's amazing.
Here is a list of...
Wait, hold on. Where did I say...
And,
where did you say you were going to go?
we're going, or some...
The computer is not being good about this.
Get into
Okay.
whatever all the crap that is.
I went way too far.
For today, you'll learn whenever we're going somewhere, we
Okay.
either end up past where we're going or some other place altogether. We were heading for a park that was 16 kilometers out of Mahong-sun, and we stopped seeing signs for it, and we started seeing signs for a waterfall, so we decided to go to the waterfall, which you can
I remember this vividly. Now that you explain this all sticks out in my head. We went down this little hill and stuff. I remember this now.
probably hear in the background. But this right here is a list of the animals that you might see here. There's the...
That is too cool. I want...
You want to make one?
Yeah.
You're gonna
It'll
put-
just be our feet,
Can my
and
foot- yeah, I was like,
it'll
can my
just
foot
be
be
up
one?
on the wall like animals you may spot here. That's really cool.
It'd be funny if you had pets like at home. We had a dog and a cat and stuff, like a hamster or whatever. You could put them up on there.
Right now it's like us and a grasshopper foot.
Needs a
We
banana.
gotta get that spider that came in, the giant spider.
Dude, I heard somebody talking on the internet about putting a spider in a hamster ball that was big enough to move the hamster ball.
Well, I guess a tarantula could do that.
Can you imagine a spider rolling around in a hamster ball?
It's no different than the hamster.
Oh, it's different.
Is there a video of this? Where...
I just heard somebody
Somebody's got a
talking about
video
it.
of that. Tarantula training or something.
elephant right there. Also, the small one right here is a tiger. These are not to scale, people. The
Oh.
porcupine next to the tiger, they are not the same size.
Are they not?
What else is on here?
The guar.
What the fuck is a guar? Okay. And there's a leopard on there.
Good news.
But there's also the otter. The otter is right there.
Why was I so into otters then?
And why is this not to scale?
I don't know. It really
Make
seems
the
like it could
sign
be.
bigger, people. Oh, there's an elephant on there, so...
Lovely. So as
what
I said,
is
we're
a
at this
guar?
waterfall, and I kind of got the thought, waterfalls is one of those things that it doesn't matter how many you see, they're always incredible.
Oh, wow, I changed my mind about that.
Same as the last.
You talk some shit about waterfalls now.
Yeah, because some waterfalls are just waterfalling.
I could do better than that.
Yeah, young Katie hadn't been drained of appreciation for waterfalls.
Hold on a second.
I Google guar and all I see is a
Hold on.
plant.
We can get a guar going. Guar? Animal? Oh my god, it's like a cow.
Ziz, did you just send a video of a spider in a ball? Oh no.
Katie.
Oh, Eric Klein. Eric Klein. Oh my god. Oh god.
Katie.
There's an ad. Are we watching it on the TV?
No, look who it is. That's a guar.
Wow, he's amazing.
You turn your volume down?
Yes.
Quickly.
No. That's the music for
The spider in the ball.
yeah. Oh, mine stopped. It just stopped. Oh my god, this is fucked up.
Is it actually moving itself around?
Yeah, it's gonna in a sec.
Z's, you can just post a link to this spider thing if you want in the chat. That's fine.
Oh my goodness. Who's owning spiders? Like, what's the value in that?
You put it in a ball and you let it go out on the roads. Just go and do some exploring. Look at this guy.
He's awesome.
Yeah,
Can
he's
they
good.
see him?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I think so.
Yeah. I'm in. Do I have a new favorite animal? Hold on.
The guar.
Hold on. Look at him. He's majestic and he's my favorite color. And he has horns. Very interesting.
Okay, let's get back into the video. I got distracted. I'm on Twitter over here like an idiot. All right, let's get back into this.
It's like a fingerprint.
It's like a fingerprint.
You've gone to 1,000,000 watts, and you do kind of get bored of watts. We went to several ruins, and
That's a nice one though.
you kind of just get tired of some things. So it doesn't matter how many waterfalls you see, they're always impressive and always gorgeous.
It's this little pond here, and it's pretty cool. The water here, it's kind of dammed up a little bit underneath this bridge. And then as it flows out, flows into these bamboo sheaths down into these little.
Oh, we should get one of these.
No.
They make sound when.
I will not tolerate this bullshit.
What about-
just random shit to make noise? No, I will not tolerate
we got the semis, and then we've got the crickets. What if in the winter we had clunk 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 clunk?
This needs to have like a radius of irritation. So like it's not allowed to exist within this much of my house or this much of like society. Yes, we will not be having wind chimes. I have definitely considered cutting people's wind chimes before.
What if it was just like a clunk every like 5 minutes?
5 minutes?
Clunk.
Ew.
Ew.
I like that I really didn't like it and the look on your face.
Clunk.
Okay, I don't want
Back
it.
on the rock.
So I can't remember. So we were riding our motorbike. I don't know if we went 1 or 2 days out. Like we stayed in Mae Hong Son. I don't even know if we don't show the hotel, I'll have to talk about it. But I think we were on the motorbike out down this really, really nicely paved, curvy road that went way out from Mae Hong Son west. And I think that's where we're at, but I don't remember how many times we did this. It was quite far. It was like an hour and a half or something. Like it was quite a ride. And that was kind of like the thing about Mae Hong Son that I really, really liked.
I was about to go and check and see if I was on my timeline in Google.
It would be
That's how integrated into my mind that has always been, but it hasn't always been.
I could probably figure this out really fast. Hold on a second.
Look, Broccoli Donut, your suggestion sucks. I only need a cuckoo at 5. When work ends is when the cuckoo comes.
Yeah, it looks like we went out that direction twice. Because we were only in Mae Hong Son for 3 days. Okay.
Thank you for the subscription.
Thank you for this up.
Katie's gonna lose her foot.
Am I trying to stop one of them? Oh, I'm actually
You're
helping
fixing
one
it.
of them. Yeah, well,
You're-
that's Katie stuffs.
You're a different
Over
person.
here, there were some guys in their underwear. I guess they've been swimming, even though there's no swimming signs everywhere. And they had a bottle of water.
Oh,
like
I
a
do
pretty big
remember
bottle of
this.
water. And they had
Did we already talk about this being like a presidential
I think we
place?
mentioned it in the
Okay.
thing.
filled it up, and they were throwing it in the air, and then whoever it landed near had to catch it. And I guess they're scoring or something. If you catch it, you get a point. And they were throwing it very, very high.
Eric, we're being followed.
And when it was coming down, one guy like screwed up
Glunk, glunk.
and
Glunk, glunk.
it clonked him in the face. And it was pretty good.
Okay, so I have a story. Okay, and this is gonna take a minute to tell. So let's go ahead and just Get the game going with the big sheep. Get us really set up. Where do I put them on here? All right, so I was talking about these people like playing with this bottle. When I was a elementary student, we had the county fair, and I was a member of the 4-H club for the county fair. And I had like I would go and have
also a 4-H member.
Yeah, but I had like pigs and sheep and like all this stuff.
Leadership.
I was the real deal.
You were a deal.
So there was this little creek that ran next to where it's like by the grounds for the fairgrounds, right?
What's 4-H?
What's 4-H?
Head, heart, hands, health.
Hold on.
4-H is like a community program in many states that like is like outreach to children to get them involved in agriculture or other facets of community involvement, community creation, and like just adventure. And yes, that was an ice pack in my cup because we don't have any ice and my drink was not in the refrigerator.
I'm trying to dial y'all up a picture of some 4-H.
But Eric's 4-H experience is very different than my 4-H experience.
It's like I lived on like a farm and stuff, so okay.
There it is.
There it is.
There
okay.
it is.
Reveal in Finder.
Farmers Club. But I was never involved in the farming part of it, so that's why I say it can't just be a farmers club. Granted, Eric definitely did the farming angle of it, but I never like touched an animal during my 4-H stuff. Like I went to camp and was a camp leader, and
I would also like to say that says the Motherlode Fair.
It does.
So anyway, it was like I look like this, right? And
Is
I had
your
like
whole like life and just a joke? Like I think I remember seeing this picture on my own and just being like, wow, that's really weird. He's just there with it. Does that say Motherlode?
Let's get the light back up here. The 42 Kevins. So, anyways, the sheep thing would happen and everything, and the goats and the pigs and all this stuff. And then there was a carnival with all these like weird ass like cracked out like carnies. They would let all the 4-H kids just go on all the rides for free and stuff. And there was like the Gravitron, the thing that's like
ready to barf.
You know the Gravitron? It's like a spinning spaceship
yeah.
and you'd lay on these seats and they'd go up and down. Well, the carny like would teach us how to stand on them so that you'd like stand up and stuff, and like the seat would be these carnies, man, this is the 80s or whatever. And the thing that got crazier though is this creek that was running next to the thing. There was this, not bamboo, but kind of what bamboo looks like in water, like these really tall plants. And there was like this, I don't know, they're probably probably 4 or 5 meters tall, and you couldn't see through them, but it wasn't very wide. It was just thick, and it was in this creek. So we would go in like groups of us, like these kids would go out and down to this creek where the adults couldn't see, and one group of us would stand on one side of the plants and the other would stand at the other side of the plants, and we would take soda cans and fill them with creek water and just grenade them over the thing at each other. And I remember some kids getting hit in the head, and I remember blood. So yeah, that was one of the things that we did when we weren't tending to the goats.
All right.
Okay.
I would definitely be doing that. There's no doubt in my mind. Somebody would be like, I'm just going to go over here and...
I told you about the bow and arrow too, right?
Yes.
Where we would get in a group and like get all scrunched into a group, and then one kid would shoot a bow and arrow straight up and we just all run. The worst idea ever.
It's the worst idea. God, I'd like to know if younger Katie would do that or not do that.
Yeah, and those same kids with the bow and arrow, they shot their mom with a BB gun one point. I remember that too. I remember she had a BB under her skin because she got shot by her kids. And like she never took it out or something. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe they were lying to me. I was a kid, so who knows? It could be an idiot. Okay, let's get back into the game.
All right.
Let's see. Too many buttons.
So we really have absolutely no idea what we just ordered, but we ordered a roti with banana, egg, and cheese. And
Sorry.
I was pausing it because couldn't see it.
And now he's going to make it for us, and we'll see what it is. Looks like it's 25 baht, so it's kind of a gamble, but whatever.
It's just gamble.
On the
What's
safe side, though, we've got Slurpees.
oh, like legitimate Slurpees? Yeah. Shit, look at that.
41 cents.
They were like $1.50 or something in America at that point. What the hell does a Slurpee cost now?
Oh, look at you speeding it up.
What is that?
What the fuck is that?
It's dough. Oh yeah, lawn darts. We were playing lawn darts on Extreme though. This is kind of cool. I'm glad I left this in like this.
More butter. Oh, he has pierced it.
Yeah, to maybe let air come out or something.
It could also be you said it had egg in it?
Yeah.
Could be to let the heat get in and cook the egg a little more directly.
I don't know. Whatever he did it right. Yeah, they call them rotis. It's sort of like a crepe. I think
that
it's
knife.
Yeah, look at that. Look at that.
That's a cleaver.
Yeah, and he's gonna drown it in
Cream and chocolate on it now, I guess.
I called it cream, but it's
Condensed
milk. Yeah. I guess this might have been one of the first times we had this, because we don't know I didn't know that was condensed milk. I said cream.
There's an egg.
Yeah, I think so. Look how friendly he is. His smile was real.
It smells kind of like a toaster strudel. It looks kind of like a toaster strudel, but it's got cheese in it.
And bananas.
But the cheese mainly is the weird part to me.
And butter. They make toaster strudels with cheese, don't they? Like
Those are
bacon
called,
and shit.
Hot Pockets. Oh.
I didn't have dairy problems back then. I think I started having dairy problems around the end of this round the world trip.
Mm.
This was 25 baht, which is what, 85 cents or something.
What is it?
I do. I'm going to have some. How is it?
It's good. I mean, not as sweet as I thought it was going to be.
And then
Wow.
check on what we're doing. It's kind of a one-street town. There's a couple of other roads off of it, but there is a main drag. We're in, where are we?
I'm going to make you tell them.
Mae Hong Song.
I'm so bad at that stuff.
I don't know. I'm not that concerned with where we are.
Okay.
Anyway.
I think this might be the time where my hair was messed up.
And we thought it was from helmets. I don't remember what happened. You had this weird...
I don't think we ever talked about it on the video because I was really self-conscious about it. But like this patch of hair like that I'm holding up here from the front to kind of the middle of the back, no matter how much I washed it, it would be incredibly greasy and just like clumpy and weird.
Yeah, I don't know if greasy is quite the word that I felt like it was.
That's the
was it
only
greasy?
word that I would put on it.
But it had a weird texture.
It was, and I couldn't do anything to fix it. Like no shampoos, like changing shampoos and stuff. Maybe we'll see somewhere in here, but I totally forgot about that.
And there's this little market over here, and then there's a lot over there, and there's a Kentucky Fried Chicken over there, and that's about it. Yeah, this is a night market, and it's pretty nice out right now.
I recall this town was pretty walkable.
It's cooled off, and we spent the day on...
It's like in a valley. I remember it being in a valley, and like you could go up on hills around the outsides of it. But I remember it being kind of not that big.
Motorbike.
I don't remember outside of what I can see in the video.
Motorbike. Over 50 kilometers per hour.
Fourth gear and everything.
The bananas are hot.
All right.
This shit is raw.
Yeah, I drove a motorbike over 50 kilometers per hour.
We need to start making videos just like this now. Like, just do this again. Just make them this raw.
Kind of doing it right now.
Like raw dogging it.
How do you raw dog?
I kind of feel like, I don't know.
You've talked to me a lot, or not a
how
lot,
do
but like
we
you've mentioned that
shift
this style isn't happening anymore. But I think you really need to go to places you don't know, and that hasn't happened in a long time.
Yeah, I don't know.
This is where we were staying here.
Okay, good. We should do show it. This is weird.
Difficult to figure out exactly what's transpiring here. But place is called Home for Relaxing. And it's
Kind of
run
vaguely
by
remember that
a
name.
couple of younger people, probably in their late 20s. And they've got a little girl who looks like she's maybe 3 or 4 years old.
This is our first entrance into Airbnb.
Yeah, I mean, this wasn't actually Airbnb because that didn't exist. Airbnb did exist, but we didn't use it yet. The first time we used Airbnb wasn't until the Middle East. We didn't use it in Asia at all.
Oh, Airbnb, you're talking like couch surfing?
Couch
Oh,
surfing,
yeah.
yeah. Airbnb did not exist. Couch surfing did. We didn't use it at this point. This was, I don't know how we landed here, but it was a weird experience.
I definitely agree.
The people were, what about?
Like,
Being weird. Yeah.
say that again?
I couldn't tell if you
lost
were
it.
replying to the chat or replying to me.
No, I was saying, I definitely agree with you.
I just couldn't tell.
Yeah,
That's what I was asking.
Oh, sorry.
Camera. Yeah, it's the style is dictated by the camera. Absolutely, because I agree with that. Camera might be a factor. Yeah, but we could just film with a phone or something like that when and kind of go back and forth between phone and like nice camera for different projects or whatever. I guess I don't know. It's hard to. I don't know how live streaming fits into the whole world now. Like some of this is like this is complicated. There's too many platforms.
And you come in here, and in the daytime, he's got this open, but nobody ever comes in, not what we've seen. And it's a...
Dark?
We'll see that. It's like a cappuccino bar, sort of, here. And then over here...
Camera can't deal with this.
Like a garage with some chairs. And this is when you walk in, you come in here, and focus, there we go. And
Look at that bear.
bed and a TV and
And
a
the
honky.
tiniest.
And this is one room, and we haven't seen in here enough to tell you exactly what's going on, but we think it's the same as our room. And oh, maybe it has twin beds, Katie says. And we come down here, and
Is this a dog barking?
they have a computer
Does sound
set
like a
up
dog.
here for us to use. And they've got, some toys for the little girl who hangs out here.
And keep in mind, this is like a hotel, sort of.
And a bass guitar and some bongos. It's really strange. And then this is our room. It's really a mess right now, but it's actually a very, very nice room. It's probably the nicest room that we've had the whole time we've been gone.
I disagree with that now.
The bed is remarkably comfortable and has a really clean smell. It smells like, I don't know, it just smells really like detergent, I guess. I guess they've just washed it. And we've got a fan and some windows and the normal stuff. But the room itself is lovely. We're really happy with that. Flip those lights on. And it's got these string lights up here and this little light down here. And I mean, it's very, very nice. And
I look at that now as somebody who's traveled a lot, and I'm like, I don't want any of that. I just want a room with nothing, no knickknacks, nothing. Just like light.
I'm trying to have the string lights at all times.
I like that kind of stuff for ambiance at home, but when I'm traveling, I just don't want stuff in the way and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Broderhandre. I think I got that right. Broderyhandre. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. I'm sorry about the butchering of the name. Sorry to Katie to have heard this problem. Yeah, so we're doing Eric time again. That's I don't know what to do when she has to go to the bathroom. This is probably going to happen every week. Get some light. Come down here. Oh man. So Mac OS acts a little goofy with multi-desktops. I'm learning that it likes to switch things around. The video volume gets lower as we comment over it. Yeah, that's by design. We did an episode once that did not do that, and it was just chaotic. Like we built the system to do that. We're trying to like pause it and stuff if it's going to be excessive, like chatting. Oh, that made a weird noise to me.
Okay.
You need a custom command to do what?
And then the facilities come down here and
I kind of remember these sucking balls.
Yeah, agreed.
come outside, sort of. We're now underneath of a tin roof. And this is sort of a kitchenish area, I guess. And flip this on. Takes it
There's a naked dude in there.
Takes it 3 or 4 seconds to turn on, apparently. Maybe it's not going to turn on.
And like,
This is slowing my video down. But anyway, it's little toilet. It flushes. Ah, there we go.
see how long that
That
took?
took forever.
Normal stuff. Toilet, Western style, flushes. Toilet paper. This is something that's not always here. And a staple of the Thai toileting systems, a bidet. For washing your lady parts. And then the shower is separate from the toilet. This is very important because it's obnoxious when the shower is in the same room as the toilet, because then the toilet gets wet, and then you don't want to use the toilet if you're not wet, because that's disgusting. It just feels wrong. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. It's just, irking. So, and then in here we've got this thing here. This is your hot water. And
I hate those things.
How to work the hot water. If anybody's curious, you have to turn on the valve to get the water going into the hot water, turn on the electricity to turn the hot water heater on, and then adjust the flow properly, because it has to be at a low pressure to get the hot water to come out. When you turn the pressure up, this thing can't heat the water that's going through it fast enough, so you end up with cold water but pressure. So you get one or the other, but it's nice to have an option of hot water. And then just bamboo walls, and the water actually, there's a little hole down here that's never
Definitely visible.
but the water just literally flows out this little hole into the yonder, I guess, just outside, which I thought was kind of neat. And I guess that about covers home for relaxing.
So what's interesting about this, well, two things. First off, Mangala, dude, thank you so much for the donation. He just hit us up with 49, I think was ours.
What?
Because I have we have this monthly streaming goal to pay for the Docomo stuff and everything. So he filled it all the way up. So the goal thing got hit. So really appreciate that.
Did the sheep go by? It's pretty important to celebrate.
Oh, should I put the sheep on this? Yeah, we should get a big sheep.
Wow, it should definitely be
That's a big sheep.
giga snake.
Wait, no, that's the wrong button.
Buckaroos. USD dollars?
It is USD dollars. Yeah.
Oh, snake times 3.
I need to change the way this thing works. I didn't get a notification.
I can figure out
here.
how much a one snack is worth.
What? But yeah, hey, thank you so much. That's wonderful. So that we're not going into debt with with the internet services. It's really appreciated. Second off, I want to talk about the way we would film something like this now would be like, hey, you want to talk?
Yep.
You want to talk about it? Okay, let's go talk about it. You probably didn't even know I was going to do this. You were just sitting at the computer, and I just had the camera, and I just went and I filmed it. We didn't. It wasn't a thing where we did it together. And we don't script things now exactly. Like, we're not like, okay, we need to talk about this and that and that. It'll still be like, okay, you want to film this? Okay, let's film it together. And it's like it's a thing that we do as a team, kind of. How do you feel about this style compared to how we do it now?
Sometimes you still go off on your own. I don't go off as much on my own because I know I'm just gonna create something that's not usable.
But that's not true. That was usable. That got used.
If I made this, you'd put it in? No?
You would have equipment that would act less insane.
Yeah. But
even if it's your phone would look better than that.
Yeah. I think there's value in this.
I agree.
Aside from like just looking at dark spots in the floor.
Yeah.
There's definitely value in it.
I think like if I was going to do this now though, I wouldn't, even if I did it by myself, I would go and turn the lights on before. I would just make sure. I'd be like, okay, we're going to show the room. Okay, turn on all the lights.
Except for that one that you need to know. You need to see how long it takes.
That did have value.
That had value.
Yeah. I don't know. It's like somewhere
no
in between, like overproduced and unproduced. Is there someplace good about that? You know what I mean?
And I like see somebody else saying it. Like I think there's value in this. Like I would never say there's not value in this. I don't know. It feels weird to have somebody say that, oh, this has value in it. Like I can't even fathom thinking that it doesn't. And I think that this feels like a Bob Ross in our style. Like I'm getting to watch the breaking down to basics of our style, which is what's happening, which is interesting.
But yeah, we've been really happy here. And for people keeping track, this is 200 baht a night. So it works out about $6. So it's definitely affordable. And it's nice. It's really hot in here in the daytime, but at nighttime it actually got kind of cold, which was pleasant for once. I was just out on a motorbike and it got cold enough that I wish I'd had a coat.
I went out by myself because I was having so much fun on the motorbike. I was on like a how do you say this? I was on like a sometimes you get in these emotional highs, happy highs. Do you ever have these, or is this an Eric thing?
I'm assuming I have them.
Like just like lots of energy and like really happy. I don't know if maybe I'm like I have something in me that's different or something, but sometimes I wonder about that. But anyways, yeah, I was on one of those times. Like this, I was really, really, really excited just to be in this area. And I remember that I think part of it was the temperature. I was talking about it being colder. I remember it being cooler, and it was just nice after how long we were in the hot part of Thailand and stuff. And it was really beautiful, and the motorbike was fun, and there wasn't a lot of traffic. There was a lot to it that was really nice. However, this place that we stayed, do you remember that there were bugs in the bed?
Yeah, we found the bugs.
I don't think we knew when we were filming this.
But I had to come back because I was running out of gas and I couldn't find an open gas station. I forgot to explain that we are the only people staying here.
I have no concept of light.
And I looked at the guest log book when I signed in.
I have no concept of light.
Yeah, you have no
I don't know. I don't
concept
have any idea what I'm doing there.
And nobody has been here for like 15 days. So I'm not really sure how these people make money. So we assume they must have some other supplemental income, and then they live here and then just rent out rooms for some extra cash. But they don't live here. At nighttime, they tell us to lock them out, and then they leave and they go home, I guess. I don't know. So
you have an Aziz feel to you
weird.
Right here.
It's like we're in this big building by ourselves, and it's just strange that they just seem very trusting. So it's that's a weird aspect of it being here at Home for Relaxing. But the bed is glorious.
Aside from the bugs.
Got one more amendment to the Home for Relaxing video, and I about fell down the stairs. But I just discovered this in the toilet, thought it would be noteworthy. This is for very important information. Do not use it as a squatter.
I see pictures like that in Japan.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, dang, people haven't figured this out yet.
It's for tourists.
I understand that, but those tourists haven't figured this shit out yet. If you got enough money to get here, I figure you probably encountered how you're supposed to use these toilets. Okay, that's just one thought. And then I see the signs for people don't smoke in the bathrooms. Have you ever been in a bathroom and smelled smoke?
They have. There's a sign up that
for
says
the
you can't.
last decade.
In Japan, nobody in
decade.
Japan's not following the signs.
I don't think it's necessary anymore. And the bathrooms are just decorated with a bunch of annoying signs, and it could just be a nice, gentle place, but it's gonna be covered in a bunch of bullshit because of like bad habits that people had.
You're worried about the vibe in the public toilet?
Yeah, I'm trying to vibe.
Then go to the mall where the public toilets here are amazing.
No, they're still going to be covered in signs.
No, they're not. They don't. They go into a nice mall, and it's nicer than the toilet we have at home.
You get to pick them all.
All right, I get to pick them all next time we're in the city.
Okay.
Actually, they might have them in Tachikawa.
I'm gonna win.
I think this is a sunrise.
We're currently at a wat that we went to yesterday that we knew we'd be able to see the sunrise, and they also mentioned that there would be fog. And there isn't fog on the city, but there's fog over there. And there's fog over there that wrap right around the mountains. It looks really cool.
I think we were there for a while.
But there are like 600 roosters having a party. Like everybody is a cock-a-doodle-doodling and having a good time.
We've taken a...
That's funny. That's all we filmed. We were up there for a while. Like, we have pictures where the sun is up pretty high.
long motorcycle ride out, and this is apparently a summer palace for the royal family that rarely gets used, but it's like a big compound. And I'm standing on a helicopter pad, one of two, that happen to be on this hill.
I think it's cool that they allow people to just go into this area. It seems like it could be the kind of thing that they would close off, but it's like you have public access to it.
And just thought I'd share. Really not a whole lot to it. Here comes Katie. She likes to wear a helmet at all times.
Alright, so we've rented a motorbike today and we're going to Hung Ung. I don't really know what it is. I think there's a reservoir there. We just wanted to show you the twists and turns that we're kind of driving through and some of the beautiful scenery that we've been seeing. It is starting to sprinkle, which usually means it's getting ready to pour, so we've got a short amount of time to get to where we need to be, where we might not get soaked. This is some of the scenery that you see as we go down the road. Those are rice fields, and it's just green after green with a little bit of yellow, and it looks really, really cool.
Yeah, this was amazing, dude. I love stuff like this.
Looks like we're coming up on like a little town. Like population. Oh, there was a boar! Did you see the boar?
I did not.
Oh, wow. He was muddy. And then there's always like chickens and shit on the road. I forgot what I was.
Oh man, I forgot what's gonna happen.
A population of like.
I'm so excited.
Chicks! Baby chicks! Baby chicks!
Katie did not grow up on a farm. She freaks out about the baby chicks.
Yeah, it's a Katie freak out scene. It's about to level up, man.
Black chicks! Look at this! So, oh yeah. Oh, can I touch him? Hold on. Oh my god. Just stop for a second. We've got to stop. Yes? Look at him run. Oh.
The locals are like looking out their windows at this. They're just like, city slickers.
Food.
One stuck.
Oh,
you made it
a
through.
little more down the road.
Wow, this is like baby heaven.
The rooster.
Scared me. Oh, he is. It's okay.
You are girling out hard.
Come here. I'll be very nice.
Wow.
You got a pretty good oink.
So we're in this town called, I think, we're in Ban Rum, Thai, and we stopped because there were a bunch of baby chicks and some baby piglets.
There were piglets.
Was the view not right? Are we doing good, John?
There you go.
And
Remember, the camera doesn't have a screen facing the person that's being filmed.
we're having lunch.
So we're having lunch. Like we just got off the bike, like over to my, how do I say this? Over to the right of the screen.
Oh yeah, the
That's-
piglet
yeah,
thing
the piglets
is right
are
back
behind
there.
me. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just this tiny little place, and it's just like there was a guy there with food, so we just went inside. That kind of stuff is just this is amazing. It's really cool.
And it's very, very good. Probably the best food we've had in northern Thailand. Do you agree? Is yours?
Mine's really good.
Yeah, it's just spectacular.
What is it? Pork.
It's a little expensive compared to what you'd normally pay, but the portions are large and it's just unbelievably delicious. I've got a lemon shake.
I hate that shirt I'm wearing.
God, I just ate a tomato that tasted incredible.
I've got a lemon shake. Katie's got a Coke. It's in a can. I've got this red curry and banana and chicken.
Hand down, Katie.
Can you show the soup?
You still have trouble with that
Yeah, I
sometimes.
still have trouble with that. Well,
You're
we
living in the
don't-
moment.
We don't do that anymore.
Yeah, we try to
You
set
would just
things.
B-roll it.
Or we try to set it a little different or whatever, but
And Katie is having a sweet and sour chicken dish.
how do you feel about that, looking at that right now?
It looks amazing.
You think it looks good?
Yeah.
You tend to, I thought you don't like that stuff now. Sometimes that can be really ketchupy
This
and it's
is
bad.
this is really different than
Oh, okay.
Japan.
Yeah, you're right.
We are looking at a different place.
And just a plate of rice.
Looks good.
It's around $4.20 for everything that we're having. So it's expensive for Thai standards, but it's like, again, large portions and very good. And we are way out in the middle of nowhere, at this little teeny tiny village. It's pretty breathtaking, actually, this whole situation that we're involved with. And there are chickens. And I guess
Finish.
that's all I've got to say.
Wrong country.
Doesn't matter.
I tried to touch the baby piglets and they wouldn't let me. But it's okay, we're still friends.
Like, I love that didn't get cut. Like, I could have, because, okay, so when I watch this back now, I think, like,
And I guess that's all I've got to say.
I would consider cutting that there. So you'd see the chicken, and then it would get cut, and then it would just go straight to you.
I tried to touch the baby piglets and they wouldn't let me.
But there's something about the fact that that's just one thought, and that the viewer gets to see that that's one thought that I think has value. A lot of people who make YouTube videos really slice that stuff down, so it's very hard to follow how that works. I can tell because I do the editing on our videos, and I can tell what other people do, even though I can't see their editing. That's why the older videos are better. I don't do it that much though. I think
Are those bananas in the background?
yeah, they might be. I think that we don't film exactly like that anymore. Where I don't know. Sometimes we do. We still do stuff like that. I don't know. I think I'm not saying that this doesn't exist in our current videos, but I was appreciative of the fact that I didn't cut out that clunky me in the middle, going, I don't have anything else to say. Like, that's clunky and weird. But because I left it in, it made the thing you said feel so much more real.
That's okay, we're still friends. We've made it to Pung Ong, and as you can see, there's a little camping area and a dock, and this guy's fishing over there, and it feels like you've entered a completely different world from Thailand that we saw like 2 hours ago when we were in Mae Hong Son. There are actually pine trees here and zombies, and the water just looks amazing.
You can see into it, like a lake.
nice and clear, and it looks like it's got some coral. Is that
Coral!
Coral, what are you doing?
Seagrass.
Coral. Seagrass? Shut up. I was just making an
And
observation.
did you explain where we're at? We're
Observation.
right near the border of Burma.
We're right near the border of Burma.
That was exotic to us at the time, by the way, or at least me. Like being near Burma, like being near Myanmar or whatever.
It's, I mean, just to give people an idea, you know? I mean, somebody might need to know. Like, somebody might want to come and check this out. Like, Jesse might be like, you know what? I gotta go hang out at this lake. Where's it at? And you don't want him, like, you know, in, like, India.
Burma. I want him to be near Burma.
Africa.
This is one of those.
I think we pushed our remote. Like, I think this button got pushed. Yeah.
Times where I just see it, he'll keep going.
Or England. Katie's reading a book, sitting on a dock over here. There's a fella over here who's been fishing.
This area was incredibly beautiful. It does not coming off very well in video, I think, but I remember these lake being incredible looking.
And over here are two absolutely gorgeous swans
I'm a swan fucker.
fishing. Sorry about the bad camera work there.
As if it was only there.
And now I don't think they're fishing anymore. I think they might be. Yep. Oh, we've got the infamous swan rape going on. Well, that was lovely.
Have you ever seen that?
It seemed like a lovable time.
Perverse.
What did I say?
Perverse.
They ruined my video by being perverse.
You still can't say it.
Say it.
Perverse. Perverse.
Kind of walking down this little dirt path, or well, this is the idea of a road back on this area. There are a couple of Thai women who, like, I mean, we're talking like really old school looking, like with the hats and like the clothes that they made themselves, and working in the rice fields. And I mean, you see things like this as you walk along. Really way out in the country here. And they stopped talking when they realized that I was near, and just kind of stared at me and stared at me and stared at me until I had gone well beyond their field of vision. And that was kind of intimidating. I don't know if I'm not supposed to be where I'm walking, or who knows. But as goes everything with Thailand, if you're doing something wrong, nobody will tell you. You just kind of make
The
that
swan
mistake and go
episode.
along with life.
I remember
The
this.
swan is back, and that's where I was a few minutes ago. There's a bunch of monks over there now, and
Yeah, I've got photos that look nicer than this.
so
So
Katie on her
we'll
dock
show
is
those.
gonna poke out here in just a minute. Those are the same swans then. Haven't been paying a lot of attention to my direction. That's pretty magnificent looking bird, but it tastes good.
Do we eat swans? Do people eat swans?
It's squeaking. Yeah,
Did you see its go back?
yeah,
It's like got its wings up in a
It just got raped.
It's got its wings up in a very surprising way.
Those feathers are ruffled.
Yeah, they are ruffled.
Yeah, it's nuts. Yeah, this province has been very awesome. Mae Hong Song province. I do recommend swinging by if you have the means. So I've walked another 100 yards or so from the last video that I made, and I've encountered some cows. And I've been spotted. don't know if I'm gonna. My goal was to get onto that bridge, but well, let's give it a try. Hey, if one attacks me or gets upset and whatnot, we'll have a good video, right?
I don't want my feathers to get ruffled.
All right. I grew up on a farm. I do know that if you come across a bull, which neither of these appear to be, you know, it might get pissed off and kill you. Or in my case, dump you into a water tank. Ask me about that at some point if you'd like to know.
That happened.
And this is what I came over to see.
Look how calm the water is.
Hope this video does this some sort of justice.
It's like glass.
Because this is
That's probably the best
pretty magnificent.
shot that
Katie on her
happened.
She's a little blue speck.
I think you walked over to meet me
So
there.
those,
Maybe?
Same ladies again, and they were a little happier about my presence. I said
don't
hello to
remember.
them. They said hello back and gave me some smiles, which is nice, especially if I feel as if I was being a nuisance just existing there before. That was much nice feeling, much more welcoming. Brain's not working. Okay, anyway. So on the way back, I'm not sure if you can hear the running water, but they have these levels of rice fields that I'm at right now, and it sounds like there's just a lot of water flowing through them. They probably go into the reservoir, which is back behind me right now. And let me show you this little house here, and this one over here behind it. When I walked by earlier, there's a guy working on putting the roof on it. Like, it's just nuts. And this is a rice field. And there's a little shack up there that doesn't look like it's a whole lot anymore. And just give you an idea of what we're looking at. It's just very, very beautiful. The Lonely Planet guide says that this area is where Thais come for a Switzerland type feel, with the pine trees, and it's actually pretty cool here. The temperature is much lower, probably by, man, I'd almost say 10 degrees Fahrenheit. And lower humidity than we've seen in the rest of Thailand. We're kind of way up in a mountain right now, so that probably equates for a lot of that. And like I said, a lot of Thai people come here for vacationing, and there's a bunch of tents set up over here. But I wouldn't say a bunch of people come up here. Just with the way the roads were, it's by no means heavily traveled.
Here's some in the twisty.
Okay, so I'll tell the story really quick. With the bull, I'll try and be quick about this. When I was growing up, like I mentioned earlier, where I lived on a farm, and my parents had to, my dad and a friend of his or farm person that worked there or whatever, had to unload this I get lag. Had to unload the this bull from a trailer, and it had to come out of a trailer and then hook around a U to go out a gate to go into a field. And there was a water trough that was inside of the structure, and there were fences and stuff, but there was a hole where the water trough was from the fence. Does this make sense? And my dad was like worried that the bull was going to go through, like, into the water trough and try to get out. So he was like, you're 10 years old, stand in front of the little hole where the water trough is and like wave your arms around so the bull doesn't go through the water trough, and it just puts him on his path to go out. But the bull did not do that. The bull instead picked me up, like put his head down, picked me up by my stomach, put me in the water trough, then came in the water trough with me, which, think about this. I think the water trough is only like this wide or something.
Did you ruffle your feathers?
Yeah, my feathers got ruffled by this bull.
That seems to be the best line of defense.
I don't know if it was a result of bull disaster. It's a bullshit, man, is what it was.
roads that we get to go on.
Are they Smurfs?
In turns with little buddies. And it just keeps on going. Woo, it's close to the side. But that was close to the side. You know you want to harvest it. All right, so we're just driving down the road, and then we found this pony.
Is it a pony? A donkey? What the hell are we looking at? I know it's a horse of some sort.
All right, welcome to Mae Aw, also called Ban Rock Thai.
Okay, let's try to. I want to look at this. I want to see if we can figure this out. How far over were we? How do I get this guy?
Guar.
Guar. So I guess it is.
It's kind of like a
You
bear.
gotta spell
with
Google
a
right.
Buffalo.
What did we just say?
Ban Rong Thai.
So I know we were like way up near the border. Come on. Here we go. So I'm assuming this is Burma and this is Thailand. That's a line. Bang Rock Thai. Okay, yeah. Here we go. Yeah, look at how close to the border with Burma we were. And like, okay, so directions. How far were we? So it's like 43 kilometers in a car. So on the motorbike, it probably took us. I mean, I think we made a whole day of it. So yeah, but I mean, yeah, and I remember this being the farthest we went. And I think we'll probably mention this, but we were told by somebody, maybe our book or something, mentioned that this was drug trade came in from Myanmar, like through this jungle, like there's these walking paths or something, and they just walk across the border. And we did see that in southern Thailand, where the Burmese people would just walk across the border and come in to do like legitimate trade.
Which means Thai-loving village.
Yeah.
Rocks up on the hill.
The rocks up on the hill, the little like kind of shanty-esque looking things right on the water. It's pretty amazing looking, and one of those things where you're like, are you really here? And yeah, we're really here, and it's time to get a fruit drink.
The apparently it's very Chinese oriented here. At some point during some sort of Chinese evacuation, people leaving China, they came here and started the settlement. I don't know exactly, but like there's actually some of the writing over there is Chinese instead of Thai. And there's like a small dirt road that goes into Burma from where we're at. And the guidebook says don't trek that by yourself or trek that on your own without a guide, because this is apparently a drug trafficking route between Burma and Thailand. But you'd never guess any danger here. It just doesn't feel at all dangerous. But I guess, you know, when you get out of the city or the little town.
Did you learn that in drug school?
Yeah, I did. And
For drink time?
fruit drink time, come on.
What you got there?
Shut up.
I think I'm doing something weird.
I wasn't supposed to be mean. I was just trying to videotape you.
You're sticking it.
Why am I sticking it?
Because earlier I wiped my butt, now I'm getting a cherry, okay?
What?
I did not have that in mind at all. At all.
Earlier. Because earlier I wiped my butt and now I'm eating a cherry.
I must have told you, like, when I, okay, so, I don't know if I talk about it. Hold on.
How did you get this bag open?
My superpower.
Bag opener.
That is not your superpower.
I must have told you right before, or we had talked about it or something. And so this is kind of embarrassing.
Oh, were you just pushing it out of your mouth like a
No.
poo?
It's kind of embarrassing. When I was a little kid.
That's not embarrassing.
I remember that's not embarrassing. When I was little, and my mom was being taught how to use the facilities, right? But my mom, if I how can I say this gracefully? If I used the facilities all on my own without any assistance, my mom would give me a cherry.
Sweet deal.
Yeah, it's a good deal, right?
Yeah.
So I must have told you that story, and then I was eating a cherry, and you're like, "What are you doing?" And like I had just told you the story, and so I thought you.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You see how it all
even
ties
in the
together
moment,
now?
I hadn't wrapped that together.
Yeah, but you must have forgotten that. But yeah, my mom used to like let me hit the maraschino cherries.
All right, so our
Oh, those things are so good.
did not work considering that we're in a town that is big in its tea and coffee industry. So I think Eric actually did get coffee. I got neither coffee nor tea. I got hot cocoa. In here, this is hot cocoa. It is extremely bitter. Like, we've come to the conclusion that the
If you want some cherries, you better use the facilities on your own.
guy ground up some cocoa up there, cocoa beans, and put them in there. It's really, really bitter.
Cocoa bean. That's wrong.
Yeah.
Be served with other things. In this little guy right here, that's like creamer or kind of watered down milk. And in
It's
this,
the opposite of that.
the sweetest,
Oh, maybe.
most delicious stuff I've ever put in my mouth. It's like confectionery milk or something like.
What is written all over your arm? You still have the writings from the elephant thing on your hand?
No. I don't know what's written there.
That. I don't know what to call it, but that's what it sounds and tastes like. It doesn't have a sound. It tastes really good though. And this is the view that we have from where we're enjoying our drink. You need to stop doing that. That is mine.
The cocoa bean.
Dark master.
It's a Seinfeld thing.
So we're just chilling, waiting for one more beverage that is on its way. Eric got iced mocha. I'm interested to see how that goes, considering that mine is bitter as hell. I bet his will be as well. Give it a sip, mofo.
It's very, very, very milky. Like, they're not messing around. Chip would think this is delicious. I think it's all right. I'm not that big of a coffee person.
All right.
We're drinking the opposite things of what we would normally drink.
Why don't you just
Well, I wouldn't drink either of these now. I would do that.
Man, I can reach down the bottom of that shot glass.
I'm a freak.
It's hot.
Nana's gonna love that. I like drop a Nana in there.
I didn't think you'd still be doing it.
Yeah, I think I was just sitting there stirring the stuff, not paying
In
attention.
the corner of the picture.
Delicious.
Oh. What the fuck? It's got a definite itch.
You know, he probably has worms.
This has been going on for a few seconds now.
Yeah, you told me.
What is he doing?
It's interesting he's using a tool. You know what I mean? Like he's figured this shit out.
Man,
Get him a cherry.
wormy pig.
Get him a cherry. Bravo.
Yeah, that was some top-notch commenting. Oh God.
All right. Let's take a look at some of the pictures that that we may have here in the photos.
I think that's the Snake River.
Yeah, that's exactly what we saw the snake. This is so hard. Sometimes Mac OS sucks.
That person commented so well they subscribed.
No. Z's gifted them. That's what happened. Z's gifted it to that person. It just shows it to us in out of order.
Oh, okay, I see.
So you can set it. Yeah.
Oh god, that's really funny.
Thanks, Z's.
Oh god.
Yeah, so
I was looking at that name and I like that it's Yogisham. That's what I like to say.
Yeah, so I'm just down like the snake was down there. But we didn't know the snake was there yet. And then that's us using the timer on the camera, which we didn't use that. We still don't really do that very often. We should. I'm always looking for photos of us together for things, and I never have them. I don't look so scared yet. But you don't look super confident.
Nope. Still not confident about that.
Look at this.
Prohibit dipfoot
apparens
a pond. Appeareds a pond. Prohibit downwater uncle in a pond.
What does that mean?
Prohibit take a bath on pond
What
edge.
is downwater uncle? What does that mean? Does anybody here read Thai? What's the second one say? Oh, you know what? I bet a phone can do it now. Where's a phone? Let's translate it with our phones.
Here you go.
Huh?
Oh, I thought I saw it work.
Yeah, my thing is like Thai. It's
Yeah,
actually
you're
English.
definitely going to be set in Japanese.
It just says do not bathe in the hot spring.
Prohibit downwater uncle.
Like, I guess, yeah, I don't know how. I wonder how that gets messed up. Under. Oh, yeah. Maybe that would make sense. Anyway. All these hot corners and stuff, man.
Yeah, I don't like them.
I like it when I'm using the computer personally, but for this, there's too many computers happening. So yeah, we're up at the top of the Watt here.
And it's just like, that's the town.
Yeah, that's the town. So it's like down in a valley. And look at that airstrip. It's kind of... I wonder if that has
That's a highway.
any...
That's an airstrip.
Yeah, it looks like an airstrip. See how it ends? And there's no like buildings near it or anything?
I thought it just curved around and we couldn't see it anymore, but...
Do you remember that dog?
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. When
I
saw the picture,
remember
was like,
seeing
oh,
a picture of a dog. Did I hang out with that dog?
Yeah, you
too?
did.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember it being real soft or something. Just us.
You doing more driving? Yeah, I remember this photo. It's enchanting.
Yeah. And that was the sunrise. And just,
Oh, okay. That's giving this more context.
yeah, so we were there for quite a while. See? We're still there and it's like pretty bright now.
I look tired as fuck.
Yeah, and you look tired as fuck. The timestamp for this was like 6 a.m. So, a lot of dog stuff. I think that might be the same dog.
Yeah, that might be the same dog. Go back. Yeah, I can see my hair doing the thing.
Oh, yeah.
It's just clumped.
Yeah,
It's
it went away
greasy.
eventually.
It's like greasy and clumped, and it doesn't make sense.
And it was a long time, and I remember you like trying a lot of different shampoos,
I tried a
trying
lot
to
of
solve
different
it,
things,
and
and I was really sad about it. It was like at least a month, if not 2 months, was spent with that. Oh,
that's you looking at the piggies.
Get 'em, girl.
But you had the camera, so I took this picture with my DS. Which is why it's like 100 pixels wide.
So many piglets.
There's a lot of piglets. It's a whole squad. Why do I look all ruffled? Oh no, my feathers are ruffled.
Yeah.
Okay, guys. Did I get swan? What happened
You
here?
got swan.
Yeah, these pictures that bring in more of the actual color of what it actually looked like over what the video was able to do. Yeah, in my head, I really have this burned into my head. I think it's cool how remote it is, too. That it's still kept up this nicely. The dog is chilling, but like, think about you're like in a van going around on the wrong sides of the road and stuff, and there's dogs like sleeping in the street and stuff, and there's piglets everywhere, and there's a swan raping a swan. I mean, it's like that guy's driving is like out of control, man. I don't remember what this is.
Picture.
Do you remember this?
Yeah, this is like one of the when I think Mahong's
Oh,
son. I think this.
I don't know what I'm holding. What is like a thermos?
It's like a giant thermos.
Yeah, I didn't remember when I saw this picture. I was like, I don't remember seeing that
And
picture.
I think we actually contemplated buying it. Just because it was stupid. And I think it was like thought of in the sense of like Top Gear getting like the stupid thing that you don't really need that's too much for you to handle.
Yeah. You have a boat.
I got you a gift.
Yeah, we joked about that stuff. That is the final photo for the Mahong Son series. That I have more photos, but like there's just like it's like redundant stuff, and it's just like I pick out the ones that are like sort of interesting to a certain degree.
I can read some of that Chinese.
Where is down there in the thing? Yeah, you can see Midori. No cha. Dude, is that Japanese? In the picture. Anyway. So yeah, that's the end of the Mahong Son stuff. And I lost track of what I was doing. God, there's so many computers, dude. And I lost my... Oh, you know why? Now I see why. Because I'm opening things. I just wanted to get that back on the screen.
Oh.
So anyways, yeah, I think that's going to call it for the night, for the week. And we will be back next week with another one. And I'm not sure. Let me look at the weather. I'm going to be busy at least for the next few days. So I don't know if I'll be able to live stream. But thinking about live streaming, I like going out. I did another Sunday live stream, Sunday morning thing. That was fun. Looks like it's going to rain, but that's okay, I guess. Taco, do you want to be rated? I can read.
You should read that
taco guy. I can read the taco guy. So, yeah, are you live right now, man? If you are live or will be live soon, we can do that. Everybody wait, and we will do a raid. We can hang out with Taco Salad. Is it just Taco Salad on Twitch, or is it Taco Salad 3? Yeah, I see that.
He's going live now.
Let me see.
I don't know if that changes. It's got a 3.
It has a 3?
Yeah.
Okay. Wouldn't want to raid Taco Salad 2.
Strong mistake.
Tell me when to press go.
I ain't got time for that. I got bronchitis.
Go. All right, let's see what's up. It says the raid has been created. Created. Okay, cool.
Got a 90 seconds. Some sort of weird dog
It's so much faster in
staring
here.
into
All
my
right,
soul.
see y'all later. Appreciate you hanging out, and let's hang out with Taco. Everybody follow Taco. Get his numbers up. Peace out, everybody.
Bye.